Very warm welcome to the Serbian capital from me, Tim Long. Serbia will no doubt be one of the favourites to go all the way to the gold at EuroBasket next year. First need to ensure their qualification. Georgia already qualified as one of the co-hosts, but they'd love to send a message that they've really earned it by going 2-0 here today as well. As you see, both of these teams got a win on game day one. And elsewhere in Group E today, Switzerland host Finland in a couple of hours' time. So Serbia and Georgia to be separated at the top of the standings here. It is the three highest placed teams from each group that qualify for EuroBasket 2021. It's slightly different in the groups that contain the co-hosts. In those groups, the co-hosts are guaranteed a place. So the next highest placed two teams also qualify for the tournament finals. This is the first of three windows of qualifiers with 2 games in each window, a total of 6 games for each nation. And the other 2 windows take place at the end of November and at this time again next year. These fans are ready. An opportunity to see their team for the first time on home court in this campaign. An opportunity to see for the first time as coach Igor Kokoshkov in this campaign, up close and personal. The man they will hope will carry their team all the way through to Euro Cup glory. The 2021 EuroBasket, the target for these two. Georgia already there, led by the giant Georgi Shermadini at centre. They started this campaign with a rollercoaster ride of an overtime win over Switzerland on Thursday. They led by 13 at half-time, but saw that advantage evaporate in the second half before recovering to win the extra period 17-9 to win the game 96-88. They were battered on the boards, gave up 23 offensive rebounds, but shot the ball much better than the Swiss, knocking down 17 threes at 41% accuracy. They're led by Ilias Zouros, a Greek coach who's been guiding this Georgia program since 2016. Ready now for the introduction of Serbia. 3-time EuroBasket champions as Yugoslavia, most recently in 2001, as well as 1997, 1995. They started with a comprehensive 32-point win in Finland on Thursday. They opened a gap early and never really looked back in that one. Radu Litsa leading the way with 19 points and 8 rebounds as they dominated inside, winning the rebound count 50-28, shooting 54% from 2 and getting to the line to make 22 of 24 foul shots, as well as holding Finland to low percentages from all distances. Led by Igor Kokoshkov, who was appointed in November. Also an assistant for the Sacramento Kings with 2 decades experience as an assistant in the NBA. And he knows Georgia very well, having previously led them to their first 3 EuroBaskets in 2011, 2013 and 2015 before leading Slovenia to an historic first ever gold at the 2017 EuroBasket when they beat Serbia in the final. We'll pause now for the 2 national anthems. huge test for Georgia on the road in the Serbian capital against the two-time world champions, three-time European champions, and the reigning Olympic silver medalists, Serbia. They're just about ready to go. And we will take a closer look at the players involved. First, the officiating team, hailing from Spain and Germany. We'll hope, of course, as ever, that the focus is more on the players than those men in the middle. Georgia in the red, Serbia in the white here this evening. Look at the starting five for Georgia. And Georgi Shermadini, absolutely key for them. He, in game one, had a colossal double-double, 16 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal and a block for an efficiency rating of 26 to earn a place in the game day one all-star team. These two did Serbian centre Miroslav Radulica, so a huge battle at centre. Iliasuras hoping that Shermadini comes out on top in that regard for his team. Radulica in that team of game day one with 19 points, 8 rebounds, including 4 offensive rebounds, 2 assists and 2 blocks. Shot 6 of 8 from the field, 6 of 8 from the line. And this is such a talented era for Serbian basketball. So many big names missing, but still a roster packed full of firepower. Led by the 4-man partisan contingent for Igor Kokoshkov's side here. Ognjen Yaramaz, Novica Velichkovic, Rada Zagorac and Uroš Trifunovic, all with good numbers in the Euro Cup this season. And trying to translate those into good numbers in EuroBasket qualifying. Big centre Miroslav Radulica plays his 100th international game. And here's it from this Belgrade crowd. Part of the Serbian side that won silver at each of the 2016 Olympics, 2014 World Cup and 2009 EuroBasket. A huge milestone moment for him.
So you have to be ready to maximum leverage in first player. This is what I believe. First offense, we run short, but with back door. 1 pass to 2, do that. Try to get the ball here.
Brief insight into the final words of wisdom from both head coaches. Iliasuras, the Greek who leads Georgia, a very experienced coach at club level, winning a Greek Cup with Olympiacos back in 2002 and a Lithuanian treble with Žalgiris in 2011. Euro Cup Coach of the Year in 2010, and he took charge of Greece at EuroBasket 2011. And Igor Kokoshkov on the Serbian bench, filling these fans with plenty of hope for this upcoming 2021 EuroBasket. A man who in 2004 became the first non-American assistant to win an NBA championship, doing so with the Detroit Pistons. Serbia, 2-time world champions, playing as Yugoslavia in Greece in 1998 and in the USA in 2002. Silver medalists in Spain in 2014 when they lost to the USA in the final. They were one of the favourites in China last summer at the World Cup, but disappointingly bowed out in the quarter-finals when they lost to Argentina. 3-time European champions as well, but not since 2001. And Igor Kokoshkov and this group of players helped to change that. Georgia ranked 36th in the world, Serbia ranked 6th. A big day for Serbian basketball, the first home game of this campaign. And the first at home in front of these Serbian fans under Igor Kokoshkov. A talented coach, a talented team that represents a nation that lives and breathes basketball. So much disappointment last summer. Now they're gunning for a 4th European gold and a first in 2 decades. Georgia stand in their way today in qualifying for FIBA EuroBasket 2021. It is the visiting team who start with the ball. Sadze across to the far side. Sadze recovering their handle on it. Can't get any room to pull the trigger on the shot, and the foul on Raduljica. No, it's a travel. A travel called instead on the offense, so Georgia start with a turnover. Yaramaz, one of those 4 Partizan players, who play their basketball here at the Alexander Nikolic Hall, as well as sometimes at the Stark Arena across town. Yaramaz inside to Raduljica, who forces it up and gets going early. On the occasion of his 100th international appearance, an early score for Miroslav Raduljica, the 2'13", 32-year-old center. There is a defensive foul on that occasion. Georgia will know they have their work cut out for them. It's always a tough place to come, no matter which set of Serbian players you're facing. Sadze almost picked off, and indeed it was recovered by Yaramaz, who moves it on, and they're inside to score again with Nikola Rebic. Defense providing the platform for a simple score in the end for Rebic. He had 9 points, 3 assists and 2 steals of his own in game 1. So many contributed, and there's another steal forced on the far side. Georgia just cannot settle here. Slow it down and play in the half-court, Serbia. Raduljica drawing the double team, moves it on. It opens the space on the far side for the corner 3, and it's a Serbian surge to start. Ognjen Yaramaz with the big shot, and already they're looking to grow a big lead. Inside of 2 minutes, a timeout called by Georgia. Serbia have scored the first 7 here on game day 2. It all started with Raduljica. It opened the spaces. After he drew the double team, it was a nice no-look pass to the far side. And that was pinpoint shooting from the 24-year-old. Georgia don't quite know what's hit them. They've only played 105 seconds. Igor Kokoschkov's team with 7 points already. They've spread those 7 between 3 different players. Raduljica, Rebic, and then Yaramaz. Yaramaz, who went only 1 of 6 from the field in 19 minutes in game 1. He did also have 3 assists, 3 rebounds and 2 steals. He's been playing well in the Euro Cup with Partizan this season. There's a foul on the baseline away from the ball handler. It's on the defense on Todorovic, who plays his club basketball in the Euro Cup with Andorra. Averaging 10.5 points, 3.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists. And Georgia get up and running. 2 minutes without a score here. They'll take the outside shot. It rims out for Sanadze. Opportunity for Serbia to stretch this impressive start. Yaramaz to the elbow, floats one up. And everything going down for Serbia. They've scored the first 9 points in the last 5 from Ognjen Yaramaz. Sadze taking the ring road around Rebic, getting into a good position and stopping the rock for Georgia. George Sadze, the 34-year-old, one of the team's most established players, with 6 points, 4 assists in game 1. Open three-point look for Serbia. They finally miss. It's their first miss of the game. Long range 2, will it go? Yes, it will for Beka Berjanadze. He had a team-high 21 points in their win on Thursday. He's up and running here. He was 4 of 4 from two-point range in that game. He hits one now to close the gap to 5. Raduljica with the long 2 to answer right back. And 5 of 6 from the field, Serbia. Raduljica's second score, 4 points for him. 7 is the lead for Serbia. Georgia have hit their last 2 shots, though, as they look to close the gap. Picked off, it was easily telegraphed across to the far side. The pass from Sadze. Yaramaz into Raduljica. All over him like a rash was Berjanadze. Was Bokalishvili. McFadden, a key player at point guard for Georgia, comes in. Had an impressive all-round stat line on Thursday. 18.7 rebounds and 6 assists with just 1 turnover. It's 6 of his 12 three-point attempts, so he can score points quickly. Georgia turning their attention to defense first. Raduljica, he's hit 1 long-range 2 already, misses that one. Shermadini the rebound. Sanadze. Sadze around Shermadini on the high screen and then completely off the same wavelength went his teammate, moving away on the perimeter. Todorovic. Raduljica rolling inside. Todorovic shooting from the elbow. The foul is on the floor. The basket won't count. Georgia's first foul. Serbia have committed 2. Simonovic will inbound far side. Long range 2 for Serbia. Nikola Rebic. And they really have found their shooting range early. 6 of 8 from the field. Open spot on the perimeter. They didn't take it, Georgia. And instead trying to find Shermadini inside with Sadze. The ball deflected away. Yaramaz comes back in. Raduljica hears it from this Belgrade crowd as he goes to the bench. Having scored 4 points off 2 of 3 shooting so far. There's McFadden closed down quickly on the perimeter after those 6 three-pointers on Thursday. Not given any room to breathe and forced into the miss. Really good one-on-one defense. Todorovic tries to show him how it's done. He misses. Offensive rebound, though, for Serbia and a second chance scoring opportunity. Yaramaz. Todorovic looking onto the interior to Kravic, who's in at the centre position now. Yaramaz across to the far side, right at the end of the shot clock. They get it away in time and use every single millisecond. Todorovic finishing as Serbia go up by double digits. A 15-4 start after 5.5 minutes. Georgia still have possession. McFadden set to inbound. This has been such a tough start for them. Senadze getting the ball in. Beryanadze, high entry pass, really well timed. Tried to take it on the way down, Senadze. Tough shot. And then Serbia turned it over in transition. This is a really important 4 minutes and change now for Georgia, because they can't afford to let this lead grow if they have aspirations of winning this game. Passing at the three-point shot was Beryanadze, driving into traffic then was Andronikashvili, the 18-year-old. Nobody really feeling confident enough to take the shot when the little bit of space opens up. Serbia have very quickly ruffled the feathers of Georgia and knocked them completely out of rhythm. And having to try and turn to their defense to battle back to stay in the ball game, and they force another turnover on Serbia. McFadden. And 2 scores in over 6 minutes. They could do with one here. McFadden earns a trip to the foul line. A man who averaged 10.4 points, 3.4 assists, 2.1 rebounds in the Basketball Champions League so far this season with Spanish side Burgos. Started this campaign so impressively on Thursday. Gives Georgia a couple of much-needed points. 9 is the differential. Zagarac is in the game for the first time for Serbia. One of those Partizan players. Avramovic, who plays with the Estudiantes in Spain, and the burst to the basket, going through the gears, slicing through the defense and scoring is Ognjen Yaramaz. That's 7 for him here in the first quarter. The lead is back to 11, and a travel has been forced by the Serbian defense. Both sets of players giving it their all, putting bodies on the line, throwing themselves down to the hardwood. But it's Serbia who come out on the right side of the call. Avramovic. Lovely footwork from him, and the floater even better. Alexa Avramovic over the top of Georgi Shermadini, the 2'16" centre. The lead is up to 13. Shermadini into Andronikashvili. Shot clock winding down. They get close to the basket, miss the shot. Will the tip go? Shermadini grabs it, second bite of the cherry, and a foul. Serbia, a 9 of 12 from the field. Georgia, a 2 of 6. They've taken half the amount of shots because they've been forced into 7 turnovers. Serbia only 2. They need each and every point they can get at the line, and Shermadini does all he can. 11 points is the gap, which is a surmountable deficit, even against a team such as Serbia here, given we're only 7.5 minutes in. But if it grows towards 20, then Georgia would have a real mountain to climb. It's already a tough ask. Abramovic lost it. Again, the Georgian defense stepping up. All three of those Serbian turnovers have been forced over the last couple of minutes. They move it to the corner. McFadden, and he gets fouled. Opportunity to take the lead back down to single figures. A foul on Simonovic. Serbia at the limit now, so to the line goes Thad McFadden. He hit both on his first trip to the line today. He'll look to complete the job again here and get Georgia within 9. 4 points for McFadden, all of them from the foul line. Abramovic. Yaramaz, he's had the hot hand in this first quarter and continues to fire. Ognjen Yaramaz with 10 first quarter points. And that's after only going 1 of 6 from the field on Thursday. Turned over, the lane opens up for the strong attack from Rada Zagorac. Serbia getting the fans on their feet in Belgrade. Oh, what a pass through to Shermadini, who rises to rock the rim. Georgi Shermadini getting some rare joy on the interior. They'll try and force another turnover again, Georgia, and an unsportsmanlike foul has been called on Serbia. That will be foul shots and possession for Georgia. It's on Yaramaz, number 10, who's got 10 points off perfect 4 of 4 shooting. 3 assists as well with just the 1 turnover. Veličković comes in. There's an opportunity here. After Georgia responded with the Shermadini dunk, having gone down by 14, there's an opportunity now to get it back to single figures. Rati Andronikashvili at the foul line, the 18-year-old who plays with Panionios in Greece. They'll look to take it down to 10, and then Georgia will get the ball. The next part of the job, with 70 seconds remaining in the first, is to get another score to make it a single-digit game, and then all of a sudden, Georgia could be back in this. Andronikashvili gets it back from McFadden. The teenager going to work again. He'll shoot from the field this time, got into a good position, but missed the layup. And a foul in transition on George Corsantia. One of a few Georgia players actually playing their club basketball in Georgia with TSU Tbilisi. One point's the difference. Here's Rebic. There's another strip. And here they come again. Andronikashvili waiting for Shermadini, goes alone and scores this time. How about the teenager showing no fear? After missing from a similar position only seconds earlier. Georgia have come from 14 down to get within 8 to. Over the head pass. And flipped on and up and in by Abramovic. Serbia by 10 again. They force a turnover. The runway opens up for the takeoff from Rada Zagorac, a blockbuster in Belgrade. Serbia by 12. They steady the ship towards the end of the first. After Georgia had made it a rocky finish, and they might still, as Thad McFadden knocks down the long ranger to beat the buzzer and to close the gap to 10. A blistering first quarter in Belgrade, especially from Serbia, who put up 28 points to lead by 10, 28-18 over Georgia. They came out red hot from the field and rarely cooled down. The only Achilles heel for Serbia, the turnovers, as they shot 13 of 16 from the field for those 28 points, but did commit the 5 turnovers in the quarter. Raduljic set the tone early on his 100th international appearance. Georgia tried their best to stay in the fight, but Jaromaz with the defense leading to the easy score down the floor for Rebic. Janadze draining a rare field goal for Georgia early on. Jaromaz was the one to really blow it open for Serbia with 10 points and 8 minutes on court off perfect 4 of 4 shooting. But Georgia were far from done, down by 14. They fought back, closed it to single figures before Serbia turned it up a notch again in the closing seconds of that quarter. Jaromaz head down to the basket. He's 2 of 2 on the inside and 2 of 2 from three-point range as well for those 10 points. He also leads Serbia with 3 assists. Just a reminder, the next EuroBasket 2021 qualifying window is in November. All of the teams in action again for another 2 games, and then the third and final window takes place at this time next year. We've seen some fantastic action over the course of the first 10 minutes here. Georgia just given a bit of encouragement by the way they finished that first quarter that they can reel Serbia back in, but they have to be very careful that this Serbian lead, which stands at 10 points at the start of the second quarter, doesn't quickly get away from them. Raduljica as Serbia start with the ball. He shifts it on and then goes up high. Raduljica can't reel it in. And there's turnover number 6 from Serbia. And Georgia have turned it over 9 times already, which has been a big part of their problem, but they're forcing fairly frequent turnovers on Serbia as well. Quickly escaping the press, getting down the floor was Andronikashvili. Serbia back well in the end in transition. And forced Georgia to play in the half court with McFadden. And going to work, spinning towards the basket and scoring is Shermadini. That's the applause from the coach as Georgia close the gap to 8. Six points for Shermadini, who's not yet missed a shot. And there's the steal from McFadden as well. Looking down the floor now. Perfect start to the second quarter here for Georgia. McFadden fouled as he put it in and won. Thad McFadden helping to lead Georgia back from the brink in Belgrade. Having trailed by 14, there's a chance here to close the gap to 5. And Igor Kokoshkov has seen enough, calls timeout on the Serbian bench. Well, this is certainly a game again. Georgia refusing to let their heads hang, having trailed by 14, with Serbia lighting it up from all distances and angles, pouring in 28 first quarter points, but Georgia not fazed by the challenge here in the Serbian capital. They've started the second quarter by scoring the first 4 points of it, and a chance to add one more with McFadden looking to complete a three-point play. 8 points for him already. And one more to that tally. It's 5 of 5 at the foul line and 2 of 3 from the field. Georgia back within 5. They've closed the gap by 9. Veličković handing it off. Zagarats moving it far side, receiving it back. Zagarats, who's had a couple of dunks already. Veličković into Radulica. Shoots over the top of Shermadini, creating some room and an offensive rebound. And Serbia their first score of the second quarter. Intense pressure on defense from Serbia. Radulica and Veličković combining. They kick it out though to McFadden for 3. Got a good look in the end and then a foul on the rebound. But Serbia turning their attentions to hard defense to try and disrupt the flow of Georgia, who've started well here in the second. The foul is on Serbia, their second of this second quarter inside the opening 2 minutes of it. Georgia down by 7. McFadden gets free for the 3. Hesitated, allowed the defense to close him down. Goes to work, gets inside towards the elbow, steps back, takes on the 2 and drains it. McFadden has 11 points here in the first half and Georgia closed the gap to 5 again. Radanov. Now Rebic. Moving inside swiftly and then backing out was Kravic. He receives it now to post up on the edge of the paint. Push shot, well short. Serbia, after 28 first quarter points, just 2 points in 2.5 minutes in the second. Andronikashvili playing long minutes, the 18-year-old here in this first half. They'll give him the ball back now. Andronikashvili looking for McFadden, who's got the hot hand for Georgia. He takes that one on from way outside and misses. That shows his confidence and ability in his shooting range. Zagarats then fouled in transition by Andronikashvili. First foul on Georgia, who didn't commit many fouls in the first quarter, despite forcing plenty of turnovers. In fact, that's only their 3rd foul of the game. Slicing right through, but getting denied by Terziladze. Look at the concentration from behind to get over the top of the ball and to time that rejection to perfection. Zagarats crossed over, looked to move it out potentially towards Rebic and lost it. A chance here for Georgia to make it a 1-possession game. Just over 3 minutes into the second. McFadden. Pass between the 2 defenders and a foul on the baseline. Sanadze is not happy as he played the pass here. It wasn't the smoothest looking offense from Georgia, but they forced the 3rd foul on Serbia in a little over 3 minutes of this quarter. Zarishvili and a pass away from another double team towards McFadden, batted out of bounds. Georgia to inbound. And Serbia really making them work hard for this next score. Sanadze to get it in towards McFadden. And a shake off Avramovic. 2 won't go down for Sanadze. Zagorac, 24-year-old with such a wide skill set. Draws that second foul of the second on Georgia. Yaramaz, who scored 10 points in the first quarter, comes back into the ball game for his Partizan teammate Rada Zagorac. Avramovic, guarded by McFadden. Deep three for Simonovic. Marko Simonovic, a veteran of over a decade at the top of European basketball, hitting the big shot, the 33-year-old. McFadden hesitated on the long two. Defense caught up with him. Baseline drive. How about the follow-through from Georgi Turdzeladze, the 22-year-old? Georgia within 6. Just refused to let Serbia get away. Yaramaz, Simonovic, he's just hit one, and he's fouled on that one. A foul on George Korsantia. Understandably concerned about the outside shooting ability of Simonovic, who just hit one from several feet back. And that time he got too tight. Committed the foul and sends Simonovic to the line for 3. Simonovic in the Euro Cup this season with Cedevita Olimpia Ljubljana shot 50% from three-point range, en route to averaging 10 points. Very good free throw shooter as well. He was 5 of 5 in the Game 1 win over Finland. This is the second here, though, the middle of 3. So 5 quick-fire points for Marko Simonovic. And Serbia up by 8. Simonovic applying the defensive pressure. They get over centre court. McFadden, fouled by Avramovic. That's 4 fouls on Serbia. And 5.5 minutes of the second quarter to play. So for the rest of this half now, any fouls from the Serbian defense will send the Georgian offense to the foul line, shooting foul or not. And by Berishvili, McFadden. Twisting and turning on the perimeter up against Yaramaz. The ball was kicked. McFadden. The lane opens up for him to attack, puts the brakes on, hangs it high. Lovely composed play on the edge of the paint to find Turdzeladze. Georgi Turdzeladze only played 3 scoreless minutes in Game 1 on Thursday. He's starting to have an impact here. He's got 4 points in 3 minutes of this second quarter, hitting both of his shots. Made a big block as well. 6-point game, 5 on the shot clock. Yaramaz, step back 3, got fouled on the 3. So the second time in the space of about a minute or so, Georgia commit a foul on a 3-point shot. 2 different players, the infringers, this time Beka Burjanadze. And Serbia will go back to the line for another 3. Having had Simonovic just recently hit 2 of 3, Yaramaz will try to do even better. Again, you understand the fear and the need to get close, with Yaramaz having hit both of his outside shots so far and all 4 of his shots from the field. It's a fine line between committing the foul and putting the shooter off his game. Ognian Yaramaz has had nothing put him off his game so far here this evening. 4 assists to lead Serbia creatively. 13 perfect points to lead them in their offensive output. 4 of 4 from the field, 3 of 3 from the foul line. Nine is the lead. McFadden. Threatening the 3, moving it back on Berishvili. McFadden, shot clock down to 5. McFadden takes the 3 over the top of Simonovic and throws up an air ball. Serbia with an opportunity to go back up by double figures. McFadden has seen his momentum disappear. Georgia yet to hit a 3, missing all 5 of their attempts. That's a big difference between the two right now. In fact, the entire difference. Serbia forced into a travel, so Georgia get the ball back, but Serbia have hit 3 threes for 9 points, and the lead is 9. Turnovers, the one area they will really want to look at, I think, at half-time. Had the ball handling been better, they would have been away by now. They have been bailed out by so many Georgian turnovers, though. Serbia have committed 9, Georgia have now committed 10. Simonovic. Big battle for the board, recovered, and the balance on the sideline from Terziladze as well. McFadden. And Georgia keep it close ahead of the half. McFadden taking on the long 2, missing it. Big offensive rebound. Terziladze doing a bit of everything. Berjanadze going at Simonovic, drawing the foul, and he'll go to the line. Serbia at the foul limit. The second personal on Simonovic. Berjanadze, who plays in Spain with Gran Canaria, will go to the strike for 2 to try and close the gap to 7. Not yet seen the kind of performance from him that we saw on Thursday. He's got 2 points, well, now 3 points in 11 minutes today. He's only taken 2 shots from the field, and this is first trip to the foul line. He had 21 points on Thursday. And this is the second foul shot here. Simonovic. Prodding and probing, Yaramaz moves it on. Avramovic for 3. Clenched fist celebrates as Serbia go back up by double figures. 11 the lead with 3 minutes of the first half to play. McFadden draws the attention of the defense, moves it on. And there's a miss for Berjanadze. He's 3 of 11 on the outside on Thursday. Avramovic, lovely footwork, bouncing back beyond the perimeter, misses the 3 this time though. Rebound Senadze. Moves it to the far side. Georgia desperate for a 3, and they get it for the first time on their 6th attempt. Berishvili closing the gap to 8. Yaramaz. Avramovic. Looking behind the screen, Avramovic. Risky entry pass. Berishvili came across and tipped it to his teammate. Berjanadze trying to get off the no-look feed from McFadden. And Georgia have been given the opportunity to finish this second quarter strong. They've worked hard for that opportunity as well. You have to admire their character and courage to stay in this game when Serbia were shooting the lights out. And still, to a certain extent, have been. Serbia shooting 71% inside and 57% from downtown, but Georgia very much in it. McFadden got away from Avramovic. Medini got his geometry spot on as he glanced it off the window to score. Georgia back within 6. Final 2 minutes of the first half. Zagorac moves it on. Veličković is fouled by Berishvili. That will see Georgia go to the limit as well, so Ivica Veličković goes to the line. And with Serbia for the first time since the 2010 World Cup. Here in this qualifying campaign. Previously he won silver back at EuroBasket 2009. His first point and his first shot this evening. Serbia by 7. 1 more to come. 6 of 7 from the foul line as a team. The shooting percentage is high in every category. It really is a credit to Georgia that they are still within touch. McFadden almost caught, able to move it on. Senadze. Senadze trying to create some room. Nice step through. Can he find the angle? Yes, he can. Lovely finish from Senadze. Georgia within 6. Veličković directing traffic across to the far side. Zagorac will put it up and misses it. Back into the hands, though, of Kravic, and a fresh 14 here for Serbia. Final minute of the first half approaching. Lovely pass out to the far side. 3-pointer won't go. Veličković battling for the rebound, but the foul is on Serbia. And although it's a foul on the offensive rebound attempt, it counts as a defensive foul on Veličković. So Georgia will walk down the other end of the floor and shoot foul shots. A chance to close the gap to 4 with 55.8 seconds remaining of the first half. It's Beka Buyanadze who's there. And he makes both. A 4-point game, despite Serbia having led by as many as 14. Nikola Rebic comes in. And he plays with Enesy in Russia. Rebic moving it on to Kravic, and then Veličković. Veličković going to work now. Into the paint. Shoots over the top of the defense and gets the shooter's roll as he beats Buyanadze. First field goal for Veličković. Touch pass onto the corner. Pump fake, drive inside, rejected. Shermadini picking up the pieces though after Senadze was shut down. Shermadini having a big say. He's not yet missed a shot. Final seconds of the second, and it goes from deep. Serbia refusing to relinquish their lead. They will have the edge at the half. And again, it's the shooting of coach Igor Kokoškov's team that Georgia just can't quite match. Nikola Rebic from the outside, where they're now 5 of 10. A timeout with 5.2 seconds of the second to play as Georgia look to create the final shot of the first half. All the VIPs watching on. And everybody of all position, of all age, of all types, enjoying the show that Serbia are putting on in Belgrade. And Georgia are certainly playing their part. .2 seconds to advance the ball the full length of the floor. The clock has not started on the graphic. It is running in the arena, but there's no shot at the end of the drive. And that will do it for the first half. Serbia have led by as many as 14. They lead by 7 at the break, as Georgia threatened to battle back and got as close as 4. Serbia 48, Georgia 41 at the half. And they really are shooting the ball superbly, Serbia. 72% inside, 50% from long range and 88% from the stripe. Georgia doing well to keep up with them, and their defense has provided the platform from which to do so, with 6 steals to match the defensive intensity of Serbia. McFadden leading them with 11 points. Yaramaz leading Serbia and all scorers with 13. Shermadini with double digits as well on 10. A really entertaining ball game. Serbia winning the first quarter by 10 points, 28-18, but Georgia winning the second 20-23. As well as showing their quality, they have shown their character here. Yaramaz with 10 points in the first quarter before another 3 in the second. He ignited the Serbian offense. Georgia saw the challenge, decided they could handle it. Shermadini and McFadden, the key protagonists for them, both with double figures in the first half. The shooting from Serbia, though, has just been on another level. Not just getting 5 of 10 from the outside to go, but twice being fouled on 3-point attempts. And those outside shots, a big difference between the two right now, because Georgia have only hit 1 of their 7 attempts. Both teams playing strong and committed defense, but both offenses prevailing in a high-scoring, highly entertaining first half in Belgrade. First half that Serbia have won 48-41 at the Alexander Nikolic Hall. Beneath the 13 of Yaramaz, 7 for Avramovic, 7 for Rebic. A group of players on 4 and 5 points. They've spread their scoring around. Led by Yaramaz. Georgia are led by Thad McFadden once again. After his 18 points on Thursday, he's got 11 in the first half here. 3 of 4 on the inside, 5 of 5 from the line, but 0 of 4 on the perimeter, which rather personifies the Georgian offensive performance so far. Effective closer to the basket, but not from the outside. If they can knock down a few threes of their own in the second half, they could close this gap. McFadden's 11 points coming in 16 and a bit minutes on court. He's got 3 assists as well without a single turnover, and a steal on that impressive half-time stat line. Home team Serbia are led not just in scoring but also in facilitating by Ognjen Yaramaz, who in 12 and a bit minutes on court has got 13 points off perfect shooting and 5 assists with just the 1 turnover, as well as 2 steals. He has really lit the fuse for the 3-time European champions. 4 of 4 from the field, including 2 of 2 from the perimeter, 3 of 3 from the foul line as well. He's pulling the strings creatively too. Not just that, but setting the tone on defense with those 2 steals, both of which have led to transition baskets. Real talent, the 24-year-old who seems to get better and better.
Serena loses it, and out to breakaway, easy 2 on the reverse throwdown. Gabriel Lundberg.
Turkey look to make the fast start. Oh my lord!
Richard has the ball taken away. Behind the back pass, a little bit of razzle-dazzle by Spain. Gets it to Said, then he goes up for the dunk, and he's fouled. What a moment for Spain here in Cluj-Napoca.
Shots up again, same position for Sante. And he'll try again, and it's good for 3. Sante with a big time 3.
The 3 from the half! Schreiner makes it! Wow, what a 3 from Schreiner from the half.
Welcome back to the Alexander Nikolic Hall in the Serbian capital, Belgrade. Serbia have the edge here at the half by 7 points, but they've led by as many as 14. Georgia have battled back and really shown their fighting ability to want to make a game out of this, despite already having their qualification for EuroBasket 2021 secure as one of the 4 co-hosts. Serbia looking to go 2-0 and will not just be a favourite to qualify, but a favourite perhaps at EuroBasket next year to go all the way. Georgia doing a great job of keeping up with a Serbian side that have put up 48 first half points, including 28 in the first quarter. Elsewhere, Slovenia leading at half-time over Austria by 14, 43-29 in Group F. And also in that group, Ukraine and Hungary level right at the start of the second half, 31-31. There's a look at a few Serbian stats: 48 points, 13 rebounds, 11 assists in this game. They've racked up those 11 assists with 10 turnovers, though. That is the big Achilles heel for them and why they're not clearly out in front. Certainly a number that they will want to improve upon. The shooting percentages are remarkable, though. Get them close to a half century. Big Miroslav Radulica got the first basket on the occasion of his 100th international appearance. They've since hit 13 of 18 on the inside and 5 of 10 from downtown, 72% and 50%, as well as 7 of 8 from the stripe. Georgia able to stick with them, despite committing 11 turnovers of their own for those 6 assists. Their ball handling and ball movement has to improve in the second half. But they've shot the ball well themselves. They've only taken 7 three-point attempts, only hitting 1 of them, so that's something that they can improve as well. But on the inside, they've done a really good job, shooting at 65%, making 13 of 20, as well as getting to the line to make 12 of 13 for 92% at the stripe. They've also grabbed 1 extra offensive rebound for a second chance opportunity in the game. They've survived the 13 points from Ognjen Jaramaz, along with his 5 assists and 2 steals, leading Serbia in all 3 of those categories, level on 2 steals with his Partizan teammate Rade Zagorac. McFadden leads Georgia with 11 points and 3 assists. Nobody else has more than 1 assist in the game for them. We do have Georgi Shermadini also scoring in double figures with 10 perfect points, hitting 4 of 4 from the field. McFadden is 3 of 8, as well as 5 of 5 from the foul line. Seeing Coach Ivkovic watching on from the stands. Coach Kokoškov, the man on the Serbian bench now. To the start of his journey, a journey that they hope will have a big happy ending at EuroBasket 2021 and beyond. It's a journey for Coach Igor Kokoškov that's really come full circle, having first been an assistant with Serbia and then as a head coach with today's opponents, Georgia, taking them to their first 3 EuroBaskets, and then getting Slovenia and Luka Doncic all the way to the gold in 2017. And they beat Serbia in the final, and now he gets a chance as the head coach of his national team.
Concentrate on the first 2 offenses. First offense.
So here we go, ready for the start of the second half. Serbia by 7, led by Yaramaz's 13. They're certainly being made to work for this one. Georgia haven't come here just to make up the numbers. They know their place is secure as one of the co-hosts at EuroBasket 2021, but they want to earn the right as well and let the rest of Europe know through qualifying that they're a team that takes some beating. Serbia, one of the very best on the continent, far from home and hosed here in Belgrade this evening, leading by 7. They looked at one stage like they might get away, up by 14 and hardly missing a shot, but Georgia dug their heels in on defense, came up with a few steals, slowly but surely turned the tide. Now they start the third quarter with the ball down by 7, having been as close as 4. Yanadze. They shoot the 3. They only hit 1 of 7 in the first half. They missed their first of the second half. Yaramaz getting under the basket. Bounce pass down the baseline, but a foot on the sideline on the far side from Todorovic. So a turnover for Serbia. They don't solve that problem, having had 10 first half turnovers. Not yet anyway. McFadden. Faced by Yaramaz. Sanadze. Okulishvili back to Sanadze. Sanadze looking to spin, edge of the paint. Got a little look at the basket. Not a good one, but the tip in between a couple of defenders goes down for Yanadze. Georgia within 5. They score the first points of the third quarter. Raduljic setting the high screen. Rebic the long 2, rims out. Shermadini the rebound, and here come Georgia again, led by McFadden, who lost it. Yaramaz, the arena opens up for him to dance to the basket and to lay it up and in. 15 points for Yaramaz. But how about the effort on defense as well to come up with his 3rd steal, and all of them have led to transition scores. Now he's down on the deck, having tried to force another steal. Instead he commits the foul this time, but Yaramaz playing the perfect game. 15 points in less than 14 minutes without missing a shot. And only 1 blemish on his stat line is 1 turnover, but he's dished 5 assists. Shermadini won't shoot the outside shot. He'll go at Raduljic instead. Shot clock winding down. Tough shot on the turnaround with the left hand. Serbia looking to open a bit of breathing room again here. Picked off though before it reached Raduljic. Here comes McFadden, checks the rearview mirror and gets the finger roll to fall. McFadden has 13 and Georgia refused to budge. Yaramaz goes around the high screen, pulls up for the 3, and he misses his first shot of the game, having been 5 of 5 until that point, as well as 3 of 3 from the line. McFadden bypasses Shermadini out to the near side. 3-pointer was off all the way from Sanadze. That would have got Georgia within 2. Corner 3 in transition for Serbia. They're not hanging around. Dejan Todorovic. And in the blink of an eye, Georgia could have been within 2. Instead, Serbia up by 8. And a travel called against Georgia. They turn it over, and now, very quickly, it could again be a double-digit lead. Serbia have been in a clinical mood here at the Alexander Nikolic. It's another 3. Rims out that time. It was close from Todorovic, who just hit one from the far side. Georgia get the break. McFadden directing traffic. Shermadini, all about the long two, faced by Raduljica, moves it on. And Berjanadze is fouled as the pass went into it. Non-shooting foul, so Georgia to inbound on the baseline. Okolashvili, Shermadini sets the screen after handing it off. Senadze trying to find a way around the sizable Raduljica. Deep three towards the end of the shot clock. Shermadini on the tip again. Raduljica in the end beats him to it. Looking to lead the fast break. The no-look pass to the far side from the big man. Three-point shot. Simonovic back out. Long rebound. Can Raduljica grab it? Tipped away to the far side. Saved by Simonovic at centre court when McFadden looked to nip in and get free, and the three is short. And a crazy passage of play leads to Georgia giving us all a chance now to catch our breath, but not for long as McFadden takes that moment to fire. Thad McFadden with just their second three of the evening. 2 of 11. And they force a turnover again. Georgia looking to make it a one-possession game. Coast to coast, slicing through, but missing Senadze. Offensive rebound, put in by Berjanadze. And Georgia have battled back 2 within 3 here in Belgrade. It forces the timeout from Igor Kokoshkov on the Serbian bench. A crazy passage of play. And Georgia come out the right side of it. The biggest mark of respect you can give this Georgian performance is by looking at the Serbian shooting numbers. Serbia shooting 70% inside and 40% from the perimeter. Yet here Georgia are only down by 3. They have done everything they possibly can to stay in contention. Part of that, a big part of it, has been the defense, forcing 13 turnovers on Serbia. We're looking to just hold Georgia at arm's length as they get up by 5. McFadden has 16 points now. Midway point of the third quarter. McFadden going to work towards the end of the shot clock. Fires the pass in. Dished off. Shermadini twisting and turning but missing. As muscle meets muscle in the paint, and Serbia play out of the pressure. And Simonovic with a scintillating finish for the Serbs. A 7-point Serbian lead. McFadden. Step to the side, 3-point shot. Sweet string music for McFadden, who hits his second triple in quick succession. 19 points for the game. He missed his first 4 on the outside. He's since hit 2 in a row, but Serbia come right back at Georgia. They are hardly missing, particularly on the interior. A 6-point Serbian lead. Shermadini fouled on the way up as it was dished off nicely to him by Senadze. Get the better of Raduljica on the inside and catch him out of position. Shermadini doing the job at the stripe. Gets Georgia within 4 points. Four minutes of the third quarter to play. The problem is stopping Serbia from scoring. Radanov. And a foul on the floor. Again, Georgia not committing many fouls. That's their first of the third quarter. Played really good, tenacious defense. Although I feel because of the low foul count, they could still turn up the intensity a little further. Litzer rolling, creating room on the perimeter. Veličković. Shot clock to 5 here. Deep three-point shot. Won't go to the side of the basket from Rebic. Georgia protecting their backboard. McFadden. There's a foul as the entry pass went in towards Shermadini. Serbia's fourth of the third quarter. Jaromaz to come back in. Any further fouls from the Serbian defense for the rest of the third will send Georgia to the foul line. That goes Rebic. Bakalishvili moving it on. Senadze firing it in. Shermadini putting it in with the underarm finish. And he can't stop scoring right now, Shermadini. Up to 14 points as well as 6 rebounds. Producing some lovely work close to the basket. Georgia are within 2 again. Litzer on the stripe looking to go to work. Wanted to drive the lane. There's a foul first. Foul on Shermadini. Only Georgia's second of the third quarter. Shermadini's first personal. Jaromaz. Veličković. Driving in and pushed towards the baseline was Avramovic. Got fouled in the act and he will go to the line for 2. Serbia just about holding off the attentions of Georgia, who are hot on their heels and have been now for some time. Will Georgia be able to complete the comeback? Just 1 of 2. At the stripe to make it a 3-point lead. And McFadden will get to the line after the foul from Veličković. Georgia have closed the gap as much as they possibly can without quite completing the comeback. From 14 down, they're within 1. 2.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Litzer across to the far side. Jaromaz checks his feet, moves it back. Veličković to take on the outside shot, misses. And now a chance for Georgia to take the lead here. McFadden trying to shake off Jaromaz on the perimeter. McFadden on the bounce, looking around, takes the long shot himself. Doesn't get a good look, and then the foul underneath on Berishvili as he pulls down Zagarats, who grabbed the rebound. So close, but still not quite there. What a wonderful position Georgia have worked themselves into. The lane opens up for Avramovic, who's playing with such energy. Alexa Avramovic, the 25-year-old, slices through to score. 14 points for him now, and a perfect 5 of 5 on the inside. McFadden looking to dance with the defense. Beryanadze. McFadden, touch pass, three-point shot for the tie, no. Veličković catches up with the rebound. Tantalizingly tight in the Serbian capital. A minute and a half to play in the third quarter, and a foul away from the ball handler. Litzer at the line. Serbia as a team 9 of 11 from the strike. That percentage drops a little, down to 75. Brad McFadden, they're down by 4. McFadden on the bounce, to the elbow, dishes it off. Raduljica putting up a big defensive wall, making the shot difficult, but committing the foul. And Sanadze looked to score. Rudolf Sanadze, the 27-year-old who played more than anyone else in Game 1 on Thursday when he went 40.5 minutes in the overtime win. Scored 14 points, albeit off 4 of 14 shooting. Georgia just about getting the better of Switzerland in the extra period, 17-9. Showing they can do it here against no disrespect to Switzerland, a tougher opponent in the form of Serbia. There's a foul attacking the basket and scoring high off the window. Avramovic really looking to take on the responsibility for his team. The foul, I think, has been called on the floor instead on Andronikashvili, the 18-year-old. So Alexa Avramovic will go to the line. But he is stepping up to try and keep Georgia at bay. $14 points, only missing one shot all game long. He's 6 of 7 from the field. 2 of 3 from the foul line now. Georgia, for the whole of this quarter, have been snapping at the heels of Serbia. Just can't quite get their noses in front. Serbia by 4. Andronikashvili. McFadden pulls up just off the elbow and hits. McFadden continues to score, and Georgia continue on the comeback trail. 23 points for Thad McFadden. They're back within 2. Final seconds of the third. Avramovic moving it on this time. Zagarats for 3 off the mark. Raduljica offensive rebound. Can't score, nor can Simonovic, and there's a foul in there on the Serbian number 5. Simonovic called for the contact, trying to grab that second successive offensive rebound. And as I mentioned earlier, the foul on the offensive rebound attempt is deemed a defensive foul. So with Serbia at the limit, Vati Andronikashvili goes to the line to try and get Georgia level. The teenager has 5 points so far. And they complete the comeback. Seconds remaining in the third. Georgia are back level from 14 down. There's been some response from the EuroBasket 2021 co-hosts. Yaramaz on the bounce towards the end of the third quarter, trying to kick it to the far side. There was a foul, 8.9 seconds remaining in the quarter. Yaramaz did the majority of his scoring in the first quarter when he had 10 points. He scored 3 in the second quarter, 2 so far here in the third. Avramovic is the man who's picked up the scoring responsibility since half-time, and he goes to the bench on 16 points, now leading the way of all of the Serbian scorers, but Yaramaz looking to surpass him from the stripe. It's the three-point shooting percentage of Serbia that's fallen. Their two-point percentage has remained above 70% and actually improved on half-time to 72%, but they're down to 33% on the outside. McFadden off the mark for 3. Serbia protect their backboard, and we are heading to the fourth quarter with just a 2-point Serbia lead. Georgia getting back level from 14 down and from 7 down at the half, but Serbia just edge ahead at the end of the third, 67-65. You see the shooting percentages. Georgia doing well on the interior as well. Both teams struggling on the exterior, but Serbia's percentage falling. Georgia's is rising here in the second half, and that has helped to even the gap. Both teams committing plenty of turnovers. Yaramaz doing plenty of everything. His third steal that time, leading to the transition score. He's got 17 points to lead Serbia, but how about Fad McFadden, who has been excellent for Georgia with 23 points. 7 of 14 from the field, 7 of 7 from the line, 4 assists and just the 1 turnover. He's got a bit of help from Beryanadze, who's got 9 points. Georgi Shermadini, who's got 14 as well as 6 rebounds. Simonovic getting inside off the quick passing to beat the press. To throw it down. But every time Serbia have looked to open up another gap, Georgia have reeled them back in. As well as the 17 for Ognjen Yaramaz. Alexa Avramovic with 16 points, many of them coming in the third quarter. Coach Igor Kokoshkov having to wait to try and grind out a first home court win of this campaign as Serbian head coach. Here we go then, start of the fourth quarter. Serbia 67, Georgia 65. The home team start with the ball, 10 minutes to play, as both of these two look to avoid their first defeat of this campaign. And what a start for Serbia here in the fourth, setting the tone with the big alley-oop jam from Dejan Kravic. A big blow landed to Georgia right off the bat at the start of the fourth quarter. McFadden then drawing a foul on Rebic. Serbia led by 10 at the end of the first, by 7 at the end of the second, by 2 at the end of the third. The lead has been fizzling away quarter by quarter. Can they complete the job here in the fourth? They are back within 2. Plenty of height on the inside with Shermadini. He had a helping hand from Rada Zagorac, who put it into his own basket, I think. Simonovic to fire another 3. No. Shermadini another rebound instead. Georgia looking to tie level again, or maybe even take the lead, and Serbia committing their second foul after just 63 seconds of the fourth quarter, both of them on Nikola Rebic. Cause for concern for coach Kokoshkov. Shermadini going to work. He's got the height mismatch. Running Huck through the paint. Gets it to drop on the roll around. Georgi Shermadini with a beautiful score. And Georgia back level from 14 down. Serbia close to turning the ball over. Zagorac. And there's a foul on Georgia. What a game we've had here. 8.5 minutes to play. Coach Ilias Zoros' team neck and neck with the 3-time European champion Serbia. Avramovic goes to the Serbian bench. There's a look at the foul. It's on Barishvili. Rebic. Simonovic shovels it across to the far side. Baseline drive, attacking strong. Underneath goes Yaramaz. 19 points for Ognjen Yaramaz. Explosive burst down the baseline. Barishvili. Shermadini getting fouled. 3 fouls on Serbia as Kravic poked it away. He feels he was unfortunate. Shermadini now has 18 points, and he was looking for a couple more there. 8 rebounds as well. He's 7 of 10 from the field. He and McFadden combining for 41 of Georgia's 69. Barishvili getting down the baseline. Did he step on it? He was fouled instead. As he looked to kick to the far side for a 3 that would have given Georgia the lead. Georgia haven't led at all at any point here this evening. Shermadini going to work again, edge of the paint. Shermadini spins the other way, baseline side this time, under the hoop, can't convert. Just about everything had been going down for him in this second half. McFadden, as he forced the turnover. He thought so, his coach thought so. The official on that far side thought otherwise. Yaramaz. Serbia by just 2. Yaramaz trying to get away from McFadden. Rebic fires the 3. Hotly contested. Rebound Barishvili. And it's Serbian ball still. He stepped on the line. Rada Zagorac checks his feet, can't hit the shot. Shermadini with his 9th rebound to go along with those 18 points. McFadden, who still leads the way of all scorers with 23. Shermadini, the deadly duo looking to combine for Georgia. Shermadini looking for that running Huck again, and he forces another foul on Serbia, who are at the limit in the fourth quarter in just over 2.5 minutes. Shermadini with the bullish play towards the basket, drawing several of those fouls. Radulica comes back in with Kravic in personal foul trouble. Serbia have committed 9 more fouls through the course of the game. Georgia have, as I've mentioned a few times, been able to play some tenacious defense without committing too many fouls. Let's put them in a really good position here in which to try and cause an upset over the last 7 minutes. Shermadini misses the second, grabs the rebound, a chance for the lead for Georgia. Shermadini can't score. He thought he was fouled, wants a bit of help from the official. Serbia aren't hanging around. Intercepted. Georgia will have another opportunity here. McFadden racing down the floor, and it's the 18-year-old that gives Georgia their first lead of the game. Andronikashvili from 14 down as the Georgian joy continues. Yaramaz to Radulica. The basket won't count, the foul is on the floor. What a turnaround from Georgia here. A real glimpse into how they've been able to do it as well. With the well-timed, tenacious defense forcing the turnover. Serbia have now committed 14. And then the transition score. Yaramaz stepping back behind the three-point line. Simonovic across to the far side. They'll burst in towards the basket and earn a trip to the stripe as Avramovic is back in the game and playing with great energy again. Georgia have resisted fouls through the first 3 quarters. It's their 3rd foul of the 4th quarter after only 3.5 minutes. And Serbia look to go aggressively at the basket and try and even up the numbers in that regard, because Serbia are at the limit themselves already. So Georgia will shoot foul shots for any foul from the Serbian defense for the rest of the game. Georgia are the team that are taking care of business the better at the stripe. 21 of 23 for 91%. Serbia now 14 of 18. In a tight game, that could prove pivotal. 72-72. There's a foul on Radulica. So Fadden goes to the line now. I just mentioned 21 of 23. Now that's a double blow, that foul from Radulica, as he barges through McFadden because it's his 4th personal. So on the occasion of his 100th international appearance, Miroslav Radulica hanging by a disciplinary thread and also sending McFadden to the line with Serbia at the limit. .25 points for Thad McFadden and a perfect 9 of 9 at the line. Radulica has to go to the bench on 4 fouls. That's a few words of wisdom from Coach Kokoshkov. And almost back in the game with a bang was Dejan Kravic, who come in place of Radulica. Nazi's 2nd foul will send Kravic to the line. Radulica is the only Serbian in the game on 4 fouls. Rather on the bench now. Georgia have Korsantia on 4 fouls. He's only played 11 minutes and he's not one of their key players. Radulica is certainly a key part of the Serbian puzzle. How important foul shots could be. Serbia After missing their first, do hit the second with Kravic at the line. Georgia ahead by 1. McFadden into the lane. Almost like he got caught in two minds. See that going for this shot, confronted by Kravic, and then trying to work it around the frame of the sizable centre. In the end, did neither. Shermadini wasn't ready for the pass. It wasn't a bad one, in fact, from McFadden. Changed his mind at the last second, and Shermadini wasn't ready for it. Georgia have committed 14 turnovers, the same number as Serbia. Simonovic at the line to try and nudge the Serbs back ahead. What a tight and tense tussle in Belgrade this evening on the road to EuroBasket 2021. Serbia by just 1. Androni Kashvili around the screen, into the lane, Euro step all the way through, but stuck to by Kravic, who slammed the ball against his own backboard. Yaramaz putting his body on the line, so too his teammate. Simonovic moves it on. This will take the roof off the Alexander Nikolic. Avramovic with a big blow to the chins of Georgia, who have fought so hard. $20 points for Alexa Avramovic. And Georgia called the timeout.
Guys, concentrate. Don't give us the basket. We come closer to the end. But we run. Shoulder, 5. Shoulder, 5. We're gonna walk. Hand off. Misha, you come here. Hey, if they deny strong, immediately.
Serbia being carried by their two very talented young point guards, Ognjen Yaramaz and Alexa Avramovic, who've combined for 39 points and 9 assists. And that 3 from Avramovic put Serbia up by 4 after Georgia came from 14 down to lead. McFadden gets it back here, Thad McFadden. Midway point of the fourth quarter, Shermadini. One-on-one, edge of the paint. This is where he likes it. Running huck, speciality for Shermadini. A 21-point evening for Georgi Shermadini. Georgia only down by 2. Avramovic, Simonovic, Avramovic has the hot hand in the second half and hits again. 23 for Avramovic. Serbia by 5. 4.5 to play. Cross-court pass, and it goes to Shermadini again. Up against Kravic. Shermadini wants to take him on. This time dishes off on the hook. Overhead finish, offensive rebound, put up, and a trip to the foul line for Beka Beryanadze. Battling away on the boards, and in the end getting contact from Zagoras. Again, it was Shermadini just taking the responsibility, though, that time dishing off. He's now got a double-double. 21 points, 10 rebounds. Big foul shots here. Rebecca Bayanadze is up to 10 points. 6 boards for him. Georgia have shot the ball so well from the line this evening to keep in touch with Serbia. 25 of 27. Shot off the mark. Georgia a chance to get back within 1 or maybe even tie. McFadden. 25 points for him. Bayanadze. McFadden again. A long way from the basket. 7 seconds to get the shot away. Around the big frame of Shermadini. McFadden fires once more. 28 points. And that time for the tie. 81-81. 3.5 to play. Yaramaz pulls the trigger. And it's a 3-point shootout down the stretch. Ognjen Yaramaz saying to Thad McFadden, anything you can do, I can do too. He's up to 22. And a travel called on Sanadze. High octane, high quality EuroBasket Qualifiers action in the Serbian capital here this evening. Serbia by 3 with 3 minutes and 14 seconds to play. Yaramaz. 22 for him, 23 for Avramovic. Here's Zagarets. We're going to go in towards Radulica. Shermadini playing a huge part, carrying the weight of his nation on his shoulders. Avramovic driving the lane, it opens up for the takeoff from Alexa Avramovic. Box office in Belgrade. Serbia by 5. McFadden for 3, not this time. What a performance from Alexa Avramovic. 25 points now, missing just 2 shots. Zagarets for 3. Rebound grabbed by Berishvili. Georgia certainly not done yet. 2.5 to play, down by 5. McFadden taking on everybody. Forced to kick out, wide open look for 3. Big shot, Sanadze. Georgia breathing fire right down the necks of Serbia. Sanadze with the triple. And a timeout called on the Serbian bench.
Zadrži je, Rade, bacamo pas ove Avramu i Avram ide do kraja. Znači Stager u punom sprintu, penješ se gore, pokaži mu finta uručenja i baci pas Avramu. Ajde. Ovo je najbolje. Srbija.
Emotion and tension running high in Belgrade. There has been plenty of defensive doggedness. There has been a whole lot more offensive excellence. It has been gritty and gripping, and it will, it seems, go right down to the wire. Yaramaz with Serbia up by 2 minutes to play. Yaramaz regaining the handle on the ball, pulling the trigger on a long two, halfway down, back out again, but grabbed by Avramovic, who's then pushed. Avramovic, who stands at just 192, able to grab the offensive rebound in the land of the Giants. His first rebound all game to go along with his 25 points and 4 assists. And it earns him a trip to the foul line. He's 6 of 8 tonight. Looking for one more. One that would make it a 2-possession game in Serbia's favour. So Serbia by 4, less than 2 minutes to play. Georgia have shown time and time again that they can pull this one back from a seemingly perilous position. And they're far from at that point yet. It is certainly crunch time though. Nice ball movement, 3-point shot back within a whisker. Berishvili on the outside makes it a 1-point game. 90 seconds to play. Yaramaz free momentarily on the perimeter, puts the brakes on. Raduljica, Yaramaz. Out to the near side, shot clock down to 7. Zagorat's hotly contested turnaround shot. Georgia a chance to take the lead as we approach the final minute. Ball in the hands of McFadden. Thad McFadden on the bounce, fires it in, Shermadini! And the Georgian juggernaut continues to plough through the paint. As Georgia look to finish off a huge underdog performance. And down Kokoshkov's Serbia. Raduljica wrestling down the rebound and scoring. So many twists and turns down the final stretch of this riveting confrontation. "50 seconds to play. Raduljica a chance to complete the 3-point play to give Serbia the 2-point lead. It rims out. Shermadini the rebound. 28 points. McFadden 23 points and 11 boards for Shermadini. 2 monstrous performances for Georgia. And as they look for a huge upset win, McFadden for 3, got it from a couple of feet back. Nothing but nylon, and Thad McFadden hits 31. What a story this for Georgia tonight. They lead Serbia by 2 with 26 seconds to play. 31 points, 7 assists for Thad McFadden. Drilled it over the top of Yaramaz. Stepping up in crunch time. He and Shermadini combining for 44 of Georgia's 92. .3 seconds to play. It has been electric from start to finish. From the 28-point first quarter for Serbia to this 27-point fourth quarter so far for Georgia. They're checking the clock. Are they, by the looks of things? And it's the kind of evening where each and every split second might count. Big shot after big shot from Thad McFadden. And that one as big as they have come. Georgia ahead by 2. And the players having to wait for the inevitably dramatic conclusion. There's been 2 huge performances on both sides. McFadden and Shermadini for Georgia, Avramovic and Yaramaz for Serbia. They've combined for 49 points. Who will land the knockout blow when they've got the clock sorted out? Serbia 90, Georgia 92. We are right at the death. Nobody leaving early from this one. It is edge of your seat stuff, and it has been for some time. Georgia coming from 14 down to take their first lead in the game late on. And then a series of lead changes down the stretch. There's a 9-second differential. Make it 8 seconds. Yaramaz drives in, left-hand dribble under the basket. Looking back out for Raduljic. Ball was knocked, and it remains in Serbian hands. Close to a turnover. A game that looks like it will be decided by the finest of margins, hanging on a knife's edge. 15.8 seconds to play in Belgrade. There's an 8.8 second differential. We will head to the 2 benches for a timeout. What a game. One that coach Igor Kokoshkov will remember for a long time. His first qualifier on home court as Serbian head coach. These 2 teams were still not really any closer to knowing who will go 2-0. Georgia have the 2-point lead, but Serbia have the ball. 7 seconds to shoot as they inbound from the baseline. Avramovic stepping in for the long 2, far side, well short. Velickovic, he couldn't grab it. And there's the buzzer for the shot clock. Nobody really had the ball. It was popping around underneath the net. 6.8 seconds remaining on the game clock. And they may have to go to the video again. They are tantalizingly close to erupting in celebration on the Georgian bench, but they know there's a long way to go. Now Sanadze caught it, landed out of bounds. The shot clock buzzer went in the midst of all that as well, and it seems there was potentially a foul called on Serbia. Incredible drama in the closing seconds. Yaramaz got in to foul McFadden. Now have a look at the shot clock. It doesn't hit the rim, so that continues to run. There's a block. The ball is loose. The shot clock expires, but Georgia have it. First of all, does Senadze remain inbound, or does he plant his foot on the baseline? And then there's the foul from Yaramaz. So much to look at in the space of just a few seconds. Given how close the game is and how late in the day it is, they will want to make absolutely sure. They also have to make sure there's the right amount of time on the clock. It appears it is going to be a couple of foul shots for Georgia. And for Thad McFadden, who needs both to just about finish off the job and cause this huge upset win. He's a perfect 9 of 9 tonight. Make it a 10 out of 10 performance from the stripe as part of his 32 points. Now this one is huge because it would make it a 2-possession game. And he is the coolest man in the Serbian capital. 33 points. Veličković heaves the deep three. Off the mark. Bedlam in Belgrade. A dramatic upset win of the highest order. Georgia from 14 down have downed the 3-time European champions and 2-time world champion Serbia. An incredible comeback performance full of character and quality. As Georgia go 2-0, and one of the co-hosts for EuroBasket 2021 show that they are not just here in qualifying to make up the numbers. They're here to send a message. And boy, have they done that with a huge win in Serbia tonight. 90-94 the final score. And they survived some wonderful shooting numbers from the Serbs. Look at the out tonight. We'll see you next time for more action in the EuroBasket 2021 qualifiers.
Čekaju bi se da malo ne čuli.